All right, so someone asked me the other day, they're not currently invested in the market, and they said, should I buy? Should I buy? This was literally yesterday. So the problem for many is they're out of the market, and therefore they're trying to time the market. Um, Whereas someone like me, for example, I'm always in the market. So there's an element of timing, but it's less important for me because I'm already in. So all I have to judge is how much am I in? Am I in more? Or am I in less? So to answer that question, um, I just thought this is a great time to make a quick video on it and give my take on should you be buying. So let's have a look. So I made some videos on the big down move days in response to like, are we crashing? So this is the S&P. I've got these fibs on here from one attached to this low and the other one attached to this low. Interestingly, the bottom so far, or the drawdown so far, has come down to this fib line. And then I don't pay any attention to this from a trading perspective whatsoever, but I just drew them on because sometimes it gives you a rough guide. Just a quick measure from the top to the bottom is a solid 10%, 10% off. And then we've just bounced a tiny amount just to this area here where we saw previous highs twice here, and then a bounce off that line, and now we've gone, yeah, we'll trade around this level. So it's like a 565 in the spooz. So is this the bottom? Well, you know, with me, no one knows nothing. What this is to me is all else equal, at these highs, the market was worth this many trillions. With the tariffs, let's say averaging around 10%, the market's gone, well, we think now X many trillions in market cap is 10% lower. That's all it's done here. It's just recalibrated its perspective of the S&P 500 stocks and said, well, because of the tariffs, they are 10%, so probably around now 9 to 10% less. That's it. So we're priced perfectly. We are neither destined to go down nor up. We are priced perfectly, awaiting further news. That's how I see us right now. So what if you're not in the market, what can you look at? Well, hang on, before we do that, no, let's look at that. So let's go to the VIX. This is our gauge. Are we in a calm environment? Right, we're at 20. For me, 20 is, if we scroll out of here a bit, that mark is kind of, again, picture perfect. We're not really afraid. We're not complacent. We're just alert. It's the perfect situation to be in. You're not asleep on the sofa. You're not like sweating at your brow. So I think we're actually just priced perfectly. We're neither up, we're neither down. If we were trading at 25, or if we got a pop of 21, 22, 23, yeah, I think we're going down again. If we slide beneath 20, heading towards 15 on the VIX, I think we'd rally somewhere up. What I think is going to happen, not that it matters, is with Trump, it's just a succession of news items that has to be digested. And very similar, to his previous presidency, we are just going to bounce around. We're going to up, down, back, front, sideways, you name it. So whatever strategy you're adopting, it has to be one that makes the most of the volatility. That's my key takeaway for a Trump presidency. If we jump into the Qs, so you look at the spooz, look at the VIX. Spooz, it's the same thing. They've just gone, yep, with all this stuff, we see the market cap being here, priced to perfection. And again, weirdly, it settled on the fib lines. It's like mathematical genius 101. And that fib is from that low to that high. what is likely to happen for people that got in the market in this area, they may well look to come out flat when the market trades back up into it, if it does at all. But like I say, I think we're priced perfectly. In the spooz, do we have that overhead? Yeah, anyone that got in this batch, they may well look to liquidate when they get there. So I do think you have overhead sellers who will look to get out. What am I doing? Well, as always, I'm always in. I sell into rallies, I buy into dips. So yeah, on this way down, I've been buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. On those 2 pop days, it surprised me for a lot of the stocks I own how much they rallied. It wasn't the chart shows like a 2% BIP, but I was on the day selling stocks that had a 10% jump because they had been oversold. So often stocks are measured by their beta to the S&P, and so these stocks would have like a 2 or a 3 when it comes to when the S&P moves 1%, they move 2. That's what the beta refers to. So anyway, we've looked at the Qs, we've looked at the VIX. You then may look at some individual names. That would be my general next take. So Amazon, highs of 240, now trading at 194. I wouldn't say that's that compelling. Obviously, we always go to Apple. Got as high as 260, now you're at 210. Yeah, I just think it's priced perfectly. Netflix, it's actually held up very strongly. High of 1,000, you're now at 950. It's really a nothing. The key one, as we all know, is Tesla. It's getting hammered. Musk is getting hammered. The cars are getting put on fire. What is going on? I mean, if you've been in Tesla since 21, you haven't done anything, so you haven't traded around your position, you're actually slightly down. You're net flat, and you've gone from up to down and back to front. So you're looking at highs of 480, and you're now at 230, 240. So you've halved. I mean, that's gut wrenching. And I know a lot of people. There's a channel called Dumb Money. They have a very large proportion of their holdings in Tesla. And so whatever they were at the highs, they're now at half. So that's quite a painful move. So yeah, Tesla, I do see value here. Since 21 to have gone nowhere with Teslas everywhere. And I do think this Optimus is going to come out. Your opinions on Musk, let's not get into that. So yeah, Tesla's appealing. Intel, I'm finding interesting. It couldn't get below around the 20 and has popped up above that. I do think they have a future, and the way I think they've got a new CEO, I think that came out, that caused this pop. It's value down here. To me, it's value. The other one that I've been really pleased about is I talked a few times about everyone was saying like Brazil's going to nowhere when it was down here and crashing. I was super bullish, and I'm happy to see that from 22s, we're now at 26s. All right, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this because they're putting some roof back or something. Sorry about that racket. Anyway, yeah, I'm still liking Brazil down here. It's I'm still bullish on that. Really sorry about the interruption. The banging went from banging to drilling to just the end of the world out here. So anyway, sorry about that. Right, we're on EWZ. Let's jump over to Meta. Basically, just checking out these Mag 7s just to see how far they've come back. Yeah, again, I feel it's just this top that's got cut off. So kind of going to maintain that everything's priced to perfection. Now, a stock of mine that's been moving around a lot, I haven't actually looked at the chart. It's been this one. It went from, let's call it $1. It got all the way up. Oh, this is why. It got up to, I mean, it traded here, let's say. So, I don't know, $20. Yeah, so this has been very active. Quantum computing. That's been very active for me. And this one, QBTS. I'm not advocating anyone. These are really on the outskirts of my portfolio, but I just have noticed that because I don't trade with charts, my spreadsheet that dictates what I do again, this has gone from $1 to 10. Okay, so it's only, it's nothing compared to that previous one. Never seen anything like it. As always, it's always worth having a little look at crude. We're just this, it's just, crude's not going anywhere now. It's just stuck around 70 bucks. They just love it at 70 bucks. Nutty gas, always worth a little look. Now this came off its sub $2 position to being around the $4. This is active, this is happening. Another thing to look at, gold. Okay, we are just going from, we went from this block, moved up, consolidated in this block, moved up again. Yeah, and we're now just like price seeking. And we're, yeah, 280 on this, on GLD. So that's pretty interesting. I'm going to remove that line. It is meaningless. I would imagine if we got down there, we may see, I don't think things would hold here, but you'd see some action potentially. SLV, just see how this is lagging. It's always lagging. Yeah, silver's lagging gold. So, oh, and last of all, let's have a look at the cryptos. So Bitcoin, for me, it's just perfectly priced. ETH, very unpopular, not doing well at all. ETH is just struggling now beneath the 2000 level. I mean, you know, when are the crypto guys just going to give it up? And XRP, which is probably doing the best. It's in this block, perfectly priced. Your natural inclination would be that this is going to go higher. But when you take into consideration the market cap of XRP, there's no reason for it to go anywhere. So for me, once again, just like all this, like back here, it just, once XRP is perfectly priced, it just stays there. Right now, it's perfectly priced. All right, that's just a real quick recap of where I'm seeing things. And honestly, I just think, back on the SPY, we're just perfectly priced. Hope that helps. That's it.